Mogul Motivation, empowering and inspiring entrepreneurs and dream chasers worldwide, 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media. And I'm your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. I quit every single job I've had in my life. And I'm not really saying that to brag or to gloat or to make it seem like I'm something I'm not. I'm not telling you all that. I'm just being transparent, as I always am on this podcast. Every single job I've had, I quit. And it's because I never had a job that I wanted. I've only had jobs that I quote unquote needed. I graduate college, I couldn't find a decent job within my field, which was broadcasting. So I ended up working at grocery stores. And this is no shade to those that work at grocery stores, but I didn't go to college for that. I went to college to be a broadcaster, to work in the broadcasting industry. And I'm working at a grocery store. I quit. I worked at numerous different jobs, the Chicago Theater, Dollar Tree overnight, Ulta Beauty Cosmetics. I worked at a couple customer service department store jobs. I worked at Home Depot's warehouse. I quit them all because I didn't want to be there. I was only working those jobs because I had to, quote unquote. You see, we live in a capitalistic world, capitalistic country. Money controls this world, which is an unfortunate fact. So because money controls this world, we as humans, as citizens, need money. And we need money to sustain our lifestyles, to have a roof over our head, to have bills, to have a car, to take care of our children. We need money for all of these things. So we place all of our hope, all of our faith in something that humans created. Money was not created by God. Money was created by humans, and we put all of our faith into money. We allow money to control us. We allow money to work us to death. I quit every single job I've had, ladies and gentlemen. Every single one I quit, and I don't regret it. I quit those jobs because I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew that some way, somehow, I would be able to do it. I started my business 2011. Throughout those years, I still was working jobs, but I hated those jobs because when I was at work, my mind was still focused on my business. So I was there physically, but I was not there mentally. And I quit them all because I couldn't handle it anymore. I couldn't do it. And what I'm here to tell you this week is fuck that job. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Peace supersedes paychecks. You will always find another job if need be. You can find another job if need be. But that job that you're at right now, if you are literally at the end of your road, if you are literally at the point where you can't take it no more, where you are just so drained, you are so miserable, you hate going to that place, you hate logging into that place, fuck that job. Quit. Leave. I'm telling you that, and I'm not going to apologize for telling you that, because so many people, black and white, have been in situations where they had mortgages, where they had children, where they had marriages, where they had bills to pay, and they quit their jobs because they couldn't take it anymore. And guess what? All of these people that I know of that I'm speaking about have bounced back tenfold. You know why they bounced back tenfold? Because they stopped putting their faith in money, and they put their faith in God. They put their faith in a higher power. They knew God would not lead them astray. They knew that God would not allow them to drown. That's a powerful point in your life. When you get to a point where your faith is so strong, where you have no doubt that God is going to handle everything for you, now you can really operate freely. Now you can really do what you want to do. Let me tell you something. I just told y'all I started my business 2011. It's 2021 now. And I'm just now getting into the groove of where I wanted to be. 10 years later, that's a long decade of tears, of frustration, of anxiety. But I'm thankful I went through it. And your journey might not be a decade. Your journey, we don't know how long your journey is going to be, but it all starts with your faith. You have to believe that God is not going to leave you. You have to believe that you're not going to be left out high and dry. You have to truly believe that. It's a test of faith. It truly is. So whatever it is that you want to do, whatever your business is, whatever your side hustle is, whatever your passion is, whatever it is that you want to do, you're going to think clearly once you start to focus on that more. And again, I understand bills exist. I understand mortgages exist. I understand that marriages exist. I understand all of these things. And I'm not telling you quitting your job is an easy process. Whether you quit your job cold turkey tomorrow or whether you begin an exit plan so you can quit in a matter of months, fuck that job. You know, it's a problem when you have billionaires making billions of dollars every quarter. And you have people that work for these billionaires that can barely afford the cost of living in their respective states. They can barely afford benefits to take care of their families. That's a problem. And here on Mogul Motivation, we talk about entrepreneurship. We talk about dream chasing. And, you know, quitting your job sounds counterintuitive, right? Talking about capitalism and how it's bad sounds counterintuitive, right? But it's not. Because the reason why I'm just now able to focus on what I want to focus on within my business, because my business felt like a job too, and I feel like that's a whole nother episode. But the reason why I'm just now able to feel free in my creativity and in my entrepreneurship journey is because I stopped worrying about money. Because even when I started my business, even when I was working all those jobs and I quit them, I was still focused on money. I was like, I have to make money. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do that. I don't care about money anymore. And when I stopped caring about money like that, when I stopped putting all of my faith in money, in man-made creations, I started to make more money. That's the irony of it all. Once you put more focus on your faith, once you trust God more, once you trust your intuition more, the money will come. And it's going to come so easily. It's not going to feel like you're slaving away for it. It's going to come. Trust me, I'm trying to tell you, I'm a living example of this. And I know other people who are living examples of this. The money will come once you stop worrying about money. And I'm not talking about just blocking out your mind. I'm talking about genuinely stop worrying about money and start worrying about yourself, your health, inside and outside, and what you really want to do with your life, regardless of what that looks like. Fuck that job. That job is nothing but a distraction. That job is nothing but a hurdle. That job is nothing but an inconvenience. Peace supersedes prosperity. So again, whether you quit cold turkey tomorrow, whether you start an exit strategy, fuck that job. They're going to find someone to replace you once you leave that job. They don't care about you. But there will never be anyone that can replace you on this earth, period. So live your life to the fullest. That business you want to start, do it. That book you want to write, write it. Whatever you want to do it. Travel. Live your life. Focus on your goals. Focus on your passion. Your bills will be taken care of. Your children will be taken care of. Your marriage will be taken care of if you put your faith in something greater than you, something greater than money, something greater than this earth. That's my message this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. Fuck that job. If this podcast has benefited you in any way, shape, or form, I ask for two things as always. Number one, leave a 5-star review. And number two, pass it on to a friend who may benefit from it as well. Have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you next week.